Good morning, ladies. So what's up? I'll give this like 30 seconds until I see that I'm online because it's not up yet. But how is your Sunday morning going? If you pop on live, if you catch this, just give me a thumbs up or hey, or what's going on with you on this Sunday. You know, I always like to hear from you guys too. And I'm going to challenge you to start going live this week in this group. I want to see some celebrations because we've been together long enough to know that we're like this, right? All right, I am on. So, y'all, I mentally responded with the Ask Me Anything Friday video. Morning, Lacey. Hey, girl, what's up? And I realized this morning when I was going through, I was like, oh my gosh, I never actually, Kelly was awesome and asked some questions, which are questions that, I mean, I'll talk about myself. I love it. But the one especially, what did I do before I became a Beachbody coach? So, such a good question that I wanted to answer. And then after I answer these few questions, I will go into our motivation for the week because I'm super excited. But what did I do before I became a Beachbody coach? Honestly, I was like a full-time student forever. So I was a stay-at-home mom, military wife. We moved all the time. My husband was deployed. But while that was all happening, I kind of did like whatever I could to stay afloat, really, with my own self. So it took me 8.5 years to get my bachelor degree. So I worked on it. I never graduated from college until Maddie, who is now almost 9. She was almost 2. So I literally started college when I was 18, and then it took me until I was 27, 28 to finish, okay? But it was awesome that I did that. But little did I know that my degree, which is sports medicine, would number one, never actually be used. But I was proud of myself for doing it, but it's funny how it all comes together with Beachbody coaching, which nobody ever has to have any kind of a degree or background in health and wellness to be a coach. All right, so that's what I did. I met Dustin in the 3rd grade. So we went to school together. We were, I remember just always, we just basically grew up together, hung in the same crowd, started dating when we were 16. We broke up when we were 18. He went to the Navy, I went to college, and then we ended up getting back together. Funny story. I was dating someone my first year and a half of college, someone else. Dustin ended up coming home from, on leave or whatever. We had been talking forever still, even when we were broken up. I broke up with the boyfriend that I had because I knew Dustin was coming home. Totally loved him, and he loved me. He came home. We hung out for a weekend, and then he proposed to me the next weekend. I had just turned 21. He was about to turn 21. My parents thought we were crazy, and I ended up, he was stationed here in Gulfport way back then, and we got engaged. My parents, again, were like, what are you thinking? And he left to come back here right after Christmas that year of 2004, I guess it was. And I got on a plane a week and a half later, dropped out of college, moved down here with him. And hey, it turned out, because here we are 13 years later. So that was totally kind of off topic, but I don't know. I love to hear people's marriage stories, kid stories, labor stories, backstories. You guys know that about me, so you're finding out about me. So then we actually ended up getting married without telling anyone. We went to the Justice of the Peace in Mobile, Alabama 2 weeks later. So we got married January 11th, 2005, and then we actually had our big wedding a year later. So that's my story. I love it. And he was in the Navy. He was a Navy CB. And then he got out of the Navy 2.5 years ago, joined the Air Force Reserves because he has a passion for serving our country. That is his calling. He loves it. But the deployments and the schedule and the Navy telling us where we had to move to, when we had to move, all that, we were just so blessed that Beachbody provides such an incredible income, because I do work really hard, that he was able to say goodbye to the Navy, join the reserves 1 weekend a month, and as a stay-at-home dad. So it's really, really awesome for us. My favorite holiday is Christmas. I love the Christmas season, all of it, and I also love birthdays. My youngest birthday is on Tuesday. She's gonna be 1, you guys. She's gonna be 1. So we're in full-on birthday party planning mode. And then my middle daughter, her birthday is on October 21st. My birthday is October 19th, so October is a huge month. I'm really excited to have some birthdays, but I love Christmas. I just love everything about it. Favorite type of dessert? Cake. Box cake. Betty Crocker. Yellow cake with chocolate fudge icing. If you've never had it, get it. Try it. I'm actually making it today because you guys know. You know that Sundays are cake days, but I have not had cake in 2 weeks because I've been so strict with my nutrition with the 21-day fix that I haven't even had a cheat meal. I haven't really felt like I needed to. But I know that this is like going into the cake season because of all the birthdays. So I'm making it. We're actually going to a cookout today. So I'm going to make it and I'll have like a tiny slice because I know that we're going to be having cake for all the birthdays. It's going to be great. Best vacation you've been on? Dream vacation. Okay, since I joined Beachbody 5 years ago, we have traveled so much and been on so many incredible vacations. Like, I cannot even, those dreams have become reality. So before pre-Beachbody, we had no finances to really travel. Dustin could not ever get off of work long enough for us to like really travel, or we couldn't plan anything ahead because of his deployment schedules, or sometimes if he would take leave, they would like take it away from him. So we were always afraid to plan any kind of a vacation too far in advance because of that reason. We never knew if we'd actually be able to go. So when I joined Beachbody, our first trip that I earned was a cruise, and we go on a trip with Beachbody, like a huge vacation once a year. So we've done a cruise, we've done Mexico twice, which they've been honestly like dream vacations. Beachbody spoils us to the point that we get our own like, I don't even know what they're called, like person whenever you get to the resort that is like your person. Like, I didn't even know this existed until I joined this company. So like, say I forget my sunglasses in my room, but I'm out at the pool, right? I just have to like ask this person to go get my sunglasses in my room and they do it. I'm telling you, like, my mind is blown. And then we always get like spending cash on these trips too. So like we can use it for, I've gotten like jewelry and some, you know, just fun things, souvenirs for my kids, and these trips we get to bring our kids or not. It's always optional. So that's like, I love the integrity and the family-ness of Beachbody. So we've done that. Those have been total dream vacations. We have traveled, I typically travel 4 to 7 times a year with something Beachbody related. And they're literally like all dream vacations. I'm going to Vegas on Wednesday. So all expense paid. And we're going to get spoiled rotten. So make sure that you're following me and I'll totally post in here. But it's just so exciting that this happens. And dream vacation. I've always said that I want to do, my husband and I, we want to do Greece. So that's probably like my dream vacation. We'll do that one day. We're going to plan it. And we're also in the planning period of a trip to Hawaii for my kids and my husband. We want to wait till Emmy's a little bit older, so she's not just like whining and eating sand. So that is something that I want to do. And then also, last one, I promise, because my oldest daughter has wanted to go to Paris forever, and I've never been overseas. So this is way in the future, but I think that we are going to take her to Paris either for her 16th birthday or when she graduates high school. So that's something fun to look forward to. Next, what did you think of the Beachbody Conference in Indianapolis? Oh my gosh, by far my favorite place ever. I loved India. I've never been there. So it was so amazing, the way that it was set up. Loved it. We're going there again next June for our Coach Summit. So I'm really, really excited. So anyways, that was Val in a nutshell. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little Q&A. But I also wanted to just like blurb in here, you guys. Like, every single one of you in this group would make amazing coaches. I literally started this 5.5 years ago, exactly in the same spot that you guys are in, and I'm still in the exact same spot that you guys are in. I started with a fitness program in Shakeology to work on myself. I joined as a coach because I needed to stay accountable instead of just being like, oh, 30 days and then I'm done, because that was my mindset so long ago. that's why I would never like get ahead. I would always go back to my old ways. So I saw this opportunity in so many different lights where I was like, okay, I need to stick with this like for life, legit. So I was not about to just get my bag of Shakeology. Actually, whenever I signed up, I was like, I'm just going to cancel this. I'm just going to get this because this is what I need, and then I'll probably like not use it. Until I was like, no, like, why am I doing that to myself? It ends up being like $3 a serving. I couldn't even go through a drive-thru to get something cheaper than that. And it is my full dose of daily nutrition, and it makes me feel so much better. So I got that out of my mind, and I was like, I'll get my discount at least for my shake and any other products that I want to start to use. And I'll stay on this. Like, I'm not going to quit this time. So that was like my driving factor, because I had 15 pounds, and realistically I'm not losing 15 pounds in 1 month either. So I wanted to keep it off and gain momentum and do that. And then whenever I signed up, I knew I could just stick with it for the discount, 25% off of anything. And then I also saw that I could earn 25% in commissions. So I was loving what I was doing, and I was just talking to my best friends about it, kind of like, let's say a new restaurant opens or you go see a movie, right? You're going to go tell your friends about it. If you love it, shoot, and even if you don't love it, you're really going to be like, oh, don't go there. But if you love it, you're going to be like, go see this movie. Go try that restaurant. It's the best ever. So that's just how I looked at and treated this whole business, because I do this when it was 5.5 years ago, because I had no freaking clue what I was doing. Oh, and to kind of like backstory on what I did before Beachbody coaching. Y'all, I was like the queen of all of these like MLM companies starting and quitting. So I don't know if you know this about me. I had done 31 bags. I had done Mary Kay. I was going to make it real big selling Cutco knives as well, like when I was in college. Sold Avon, and there was one other one in there too. I literally hopped from these like companies, okay? And I always sucked butt at all of them. Like never anything came to fruition about it. I sold a few things here and there because my family was like, oh, poor thing, here she goes again. So when I came into Beachbody, let me just tell you that I'm certain that no one had a belief in me. They were probably like, here she goes again, poor old soul. She's just going to keep on trucking, right? So I use this as almost a funny joke for me to be like, nope, I'm going to just show them. I'm going to show them that I'm going to lose the weight. I'm going to show them, I'm just going to talk about what I'm going to do with this business. I'm going to show them that, earning 25% was going to mean that it was going to start to help us pay off some of our debt and put some food on the table, help me go to TJ Maxx without feeling guilty, because I'm a mom and I always feel guilty for buying myself anything with our family budget, which was solely my husband's income. So anyways, I just set a goal of earning like $200 extra a month. Well, just by talking about it like a restaurant or a movie and inviting my friends to join a challenge group with me that my coach was running, I ended up earning $305.11 in my first month. And I was like, if I could do this every single month, like this would be so amazing. I was a stay-at-home mom, and if you know my story, my husband and I had realized around this whole time, we were so far in debt that we were afraid we were about to have to file bankruptcy. Like that's how bad it was. So I was like, okay, I could put this towards that debt. I won't have to go get a full-time job and put the kids in daycare. I want to keep being a stay-at-home mom, but I want to do something like on my own terms. So this was everything for me. I had no idea what I was doing. If anyone was meant to fail in this, it was me all those years ago, because my mindset was horrible. I was the why me person. But I started every single day just showing up to my workout, and I just committed. What is going to happen if I don't stop this time? What's going to happen if I just keep putting one foot in front of the other and I just show up? What's going to happen if I just commit to inviting 3 to 5 people every single day, through social media, whatever, to my challenge group? What if I just start to make these X, Y, and Z non-negotiable? What if I pick up a book and instead of watching Days of Our Lives every day at 1 o'clock, I read for 10 minutes instead of filling my brain with crap? That's been my mission and my madness behind the mission every single day for 5.5 years. And I turned the why me into why not me, and I just started to do this and believe in myself a little more, get some motivation, get some confidence ultimately, And I just did it. And then I saw the value of starting to build a team, earning some residual income. I had that whole dream and that goal of what if I don't stop and I could give Dustin that opportunity in 3 years, because when I started, we knew that we had 3 years until he was going to either have to re-enlist in the Navy or he was going to be able to get out. I just said, if I keep doing this, if I keep growing, if I build a team, if I just invite people to join my team and do what I'm doing, then what if he would be able to get out and wouldn't have to do deployments anymore? And we could live this dream life that we ultimately think about, but we just never went after. And now I sit here and I run these challenge groups every month, and I get emotional about it every time I talk about it, because this is just the reality of it. It's not, I'm not anybody like crazy special. I have no secret talents. I have no anything. I used a Google search bar to build a 6-figure income over these past, however many years. And I've just done it because I love helping people. I know the value of these programs. I believe wholeheartedly in what Shakeology has done for my nutrition. I believe in clean eating. I believe in treat days. I believe in moderation. I believe in helping people overcome their anxieties and depression. I believe in personal development. I believe in building a business, whether you want this as a side hustle because you love your full-time job. I believe in this if you just want to set aside some money for, a car or vacation or retirement or kids' braces or, kids' college fund or whatever. Or I believe in this if you want to be like, I hate my job. I hate my life right now. I need to get out of debt. I want to do what you've done. I want to make this full time. I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to be a stay-at-home mom in the future. Whatever your goals are, I get to help women do this every single day. And it's been my passion. And I've learned from the successes and the failures every day. And I love it. So I know that this video is probably like 9,000 minutes long, but I'm just really, really thankful for every single one of you for believing in me enough to trust me to help you with this. I'm so thankful that you are showing up, that you are doing this for yourself, and that on the bad days, we're here to hold your hand and pull you back up. And then when we have a bad day, we get to grab your hand because we're all in this together. And there's nothing more that I can ask for than to have this amazing tribe of diverse women, diversity, whatever, and fighting this fight together. So, love y'all. Please, please, please shoot me a message if you are curious about this coaching opportunity, whether it's this big or sky is the limit. I have my new coach training actually starting tomorrow, and we could get you enrolled or just talk about your goals. I don't bite. I love you all, and it might not be for you. It's totally okay, but just think about it, all right? So I love you. I hope you have a beautiful Sunday. I'm about to write out my meal plan before I shut everything down and go hang with my fam for the day. But, of course, I'll share it. But share your meal plan in here, too. And let's rock and roll, guys.